And welcome back. This morning, we're surviving the economy, and we're talking about bankruptcies in America. They're actually up 34%.
That is a huge number, and the group most likely to file bankruptcy these days, the 55 and over crowd. So we want to thank financial planner Paula Albertson for joining us this morning to talk more about this. Thanks for being here.
Oh, it's early, but I'm glad to be here. Normally I'd be running.
Up 34%. That is hard to believe. Why are so many baby boomers filing for bankruptcy now?
Well, I think it's the baby boomers and the greatest generation that we're seeing rise in the bankruptcy. And the problem is that they've made bad investments. And a lot of financial planners were out there, and they were putting these people in the stock market when they should have been making their money safe.
And when you hear bankruptcy, it sounds so final. And for the greatest generation, boy, the last thing you want them to do is have to file for Chapter 11 or Chapter 13 and just sort of end it all financially. What can be done to help them?
Well, you're right. It's really hard for the greatest generation to file bankruptcy. They'll do anything they can, rob Peter to pay Paul, so that they don't have to do it, because they're very embarrassed by it. So some ways to overcome it is come and see a financial advisor, whether it's myself or someone else. Make sure that person is a safe money financial advisor. Make sure it's not the last resort.
But when you say look for someone who's a safe financial advisor, what are some things they should look for? Because you don't want them taken advantage of again.
Right.
Exactly. So talking to their friends, talking to co-workers, talking to looking up on the internet under the National Ethics Bureau, looking for someone like that, and going to different seminars that are available out there are some good starting points.
What about people who are maybe younger than the 55 and older generation who want to avoid this ultimately? What are some benchmarks maybe for saving or certain steps that people maybe our age can take to stay out of that situation?
I'm glad you said that. I think that a three-step process. The first thing is that you have to have an emergency account. It used to be it was 1 to 2 months of living expenses. Now it's more like 9 months of living expenses.
Oh, wow.
Using an account like smartypig.com online is great for Generation Y. The second thing is using the age-based allocation of age 100, subtract your age, whatever's left over is what you can take risk with. And then thirdly, hooking up with someone that is a good financial advisor and has been in the business a long time, like myself. I've been in the business 26 years.
So the bottom line, is it ever too late to get help?
It is never too late to get help. I see so many people that I can help that they never thought that they could get help. And the end result is a great one.
All right, great advice. Financial planner Paula Albertson, thank you so much for being here, and hopefully folks were able to glean some information and remain a little hopeful this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Sending things over to Chris Suchin now with your forecast.